Good evening, it's Kuro. Got a daring replay for you, going over the matchmaking, the enemy team, looking at Puerto Rico and Alaska being the only cruiser radar threats. They do have a small one, so radar threat there as well. Kitakaze, and I believe that was a Lightning, rounding out the destroyer threats. And this game, it's basically going to be what a lot of people have asked for. A good tutorial video on how to play Royal Navy destroyers. So I'm gonna walk you through this, specifically some of the things that I'm looking for before I deploy my smoke, uh, what I'm thinking when I'm running and gunning, because I'm gonna do a lot of shooting this game, and go over my initial positioning. So right out of the gate, I'm gonna just jump right into it. Um, if you've watched my channel for a long time, you know I have a fundamental issue with DDs that just go hug an island. You're not doing anything for your team when you do that. If a DD goes to hug this island, that means all of these ships back here can just rush right up to the cap, and your teammates don't spot them until they start poking out around these islands, at which point they're danger close to your cruisers and other ships, and your team gets wrecked. So instead, I'm going to step off out here in the open. Now, I'm not stepping into the cap, one, because there's a Smalland in the mix. That's a dead giveaway that there's a DD in the cap, and basically get radar detected. The second part is I'm not happy with the support that I have right now. I've got a Hindenburg that's going to the 10 line, and I have two battleships that are just, half speed on up here. So I'm just playing this really tentative. I do spot the Kitakaze, so that's likely going to be my only opposing DD. So I know it's not going to be the Smalland with its radar. And there you go, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for the Kitakaze to shoot. He's smoking up. I'm just holding this a little long. Wanted to see if he was going to actually stop in his smoke or not. It appears to me like he's going to keep driving, and I'm just going to use this opportunity to shoot this guy up as much as possible. You'll notice from earlier games I'm really spending a lot of time looking at my crosshairs, really dialing in those guns. Try to get that maximum amount of DPM out of those guns, and it worked. I mean, I did almost 18k to that destroyer myself. So smoke's gonna be wearing out here. Just getting some shots out there on this Pomeran. Now I do make a mistake here. I do miss that there's a cruiser up in here. So I'm seeing this battleship. I was thinking that this Puerto Rico might have came from this spawn. So I'm clear to, kind of free farm. And I see that I got shot. I see that it's the Montana. All of a sudden I've got cruiser shells coming in here. So I know that there's another cruiser in here. So I see the smoke. I know it's the Kutuzov. Just gonna drive evasively. Use that rapid acceleration. I am taking a bit more damage than I'd like. Just gonna go ahead, pop my repair. Keep kiting towards safety. Keep trying to get shots out there. And end up using this island to break line of sight. Now, unfortunately, Puerto Rico gets a big hit, and I step into hydro range on the Pomeran. I'm just going to turn right out here, make sure I break contact with that hydro. With that island in the way, he can only chase me so far. And I'm just going to circle back around and see what's going on here. So get a lucky spot on the Pomeran. He's 6.9 off me. So I'm gonna dip back into the cap, and I'm looking here. I'm looking at the 10 line. I see the push coming, and I'm gonna go there. Looking at the Alaska, make sure I don't, troll inside radar range unnecessarily. And I'm just gonna hug this edge of the cap here, and all I'm really doing here is I'm just trying to delay how quickly these guys are going to be able to get the cap. And I'm going to use this opportunity to basically just sail over here, and I'm looking at this Montana and this Kutuzov to go to work on them. Now, 6 kilometer concealment on the ship, 6 kilometer hydro on this battleship. I'm using that as a scale to kind of let me know where that hydro is, where the battleship might be located, and because his hydro technically could still be up. I do see that the Kutuzov smoked up, so I'm instantly dropping torpedoes on that target. And I waited just until this Montana shot. Since that Montana shot, I can spot him through my smoke screen, and it's, you know, off to the races here. This is something that I see most Royal Navy destroyer players get wrong. You're a gunboat. Use these smokes to your advantage. That battleship shoots, he's going to be spotted for you for 20 seconds. Use that smoke and your guns. Farm that guy out. That's why I like to carry Demo Expert on this captain. Torpedoes are arriving on the Kutuzov. He's dead. The beauty of this is, this was the second smoke that the Kutuzov had popped. If he was running hydro, he likely popped it during his first smoke. That left him without hydro protection here. That's target selection. Almost all players will use their hydro on their initial smoke screen. So, if you see an instance like that you might, I gotta pause it here, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Basically, if you see a target that's probably running hydro, it might be better to torp something else and then come back when that hydroacoustic is most likely down, and you'll have a better chance at landing torpedo hits. That, I believe, is what happened to that Kutuzov. He smoked up in here, and he ended up paying for it when his hydroacoustic ran out. He smoked up out here to farm these battleships, and he just gets nuked. Now here, I've got a bunch of fires on this Montana, and rather than shoot a guy that's already lit stem to stern, I'm going to switch my focus back here. There's another fire on the Montana. I'm waiting here, waiting for the shots. Again, wanted to make sure that this guy's going to be detected just in the offhand chance the Cossack smokes up and blocks my line of sight, that I would be able to shoot this guy for the most of the duration of my smoke. And just going to keep working this guy over. Use and abuse those the smoke firing penalties that ships have with the Royal Navy DDs. That's the number one recommendation I can make when you're playing these ships. You know, bait that battleship into shooting you once, smoke up, and you've got basically, you know, that full duration, 20 seconds to shoot that guy up. Light fires where nobody can really has a chance to bug you. I do get 2 fires on the Pomeran. He goes down. Now, this Montana, he's already, he's either repaired the fires or they finally burned out. That much HP, I'm inclined to believe he got a repair off, and got a repair off as well. Since he's the only thing out here, I'm just open water gunboating. Let's get it on. I only really have one thing to look at, so you'll look, varying my speed, gonna throw some torpedoes out here since he's inside torpedo range. You know, his reloads every 30 seconds. These little speed jukes are absolutely nasty for battleships to deal with. If they miscalculate once, you basically get a free smoke screen of duration shooting these guys up. Now here, I'm just abusing this island. The Montana wants to push around it. That's fine. I'm just going to use this piece of cover. You're not going to be able to shoot me again. I'm just going to keep working around the island and close this guy out with my torpedoes. There's my arsonist flag. Now looking at the mini-map, I'm seeing more damage-dealing opportunities here with the Yamato and Republic. The Smolensk is spotting me right now, so that gives me an idea of what's going on here. So basically, I really don't care about this cap. This game's pretty much over. I'm playing hyper aggressive now, trying to get as much damage as I can. Throwing the shots out there. My plan is get a bunch of fires on the Yamato, switch targets to the Republic, and just cycle through. You saw them shoot at me, smoking up. Wasn't sure what the Cossac's gonna do, but I'm gonna get that 20 seconds to shoot at that Yamato. So got a bunch of fires on the Yamato. Get some shots going on the Republic. That Cossack spotting for me right now. That's making life a lot easier for me. Just dodging shots in the smoke just like you should be. You never really should be sitting still in smoke. And really, with the Royal Navy DDs, really use that that fast acceleration you have here. Here, want to torp the Yamato. I see that the indicator twitches, indicating he might be turning. So I hold on a second. I see that he's turning in, and you saw the indicator swinging out. So I'm basically leading those torpedoes. Yamato just shot. He can't shoot at me right now with his main battery. So off to the races with the guns. He's just able to use that back turret on me. Whoop-de-doo. He shot. So gonna burn another smoke screen on this guy, and just keep punishing him. Now Yamato's damage control's down. I see that the torpedoes are gonna hit. I'm just gonna switch target to the Republic. I'm hoping that this will be my Kraken here, or a potential for a Kraken, where Yamato will flood out and I'll get the tick that kills him. Regardless, I'm gonna work the Republic over. Now, I could use HE here, but also look at, how good this AP is at, almost 11 kilometers. A lot of people discount AP on this ship. All Royal Navy DDs have some pretty good AP, so make sure you use it. Smolensk, last ship on the board, running for his life. Just getting some shots out there. 9 kilometers. It's a fair poke, but I'm getting the lead down. I got plenty of shots coming in now, and boom, he goes down for kill number 4, and we close this game out. So I know this game was a lot of fast talking. There's a lot of content in there, but yeah, this is how you want to play Royal Navy destroyers. This sort of really fast, aggressive tempo where you're just using your smoke to just punish everybody that even comes to look at you. And as soon as you start recognizing those damage dealing opportunities, particularly when battleships or cruisers shoot at you inside their smoke firing uh, ratings, you're going to really start to see that a lot of damage really starts to open up for you. And you're going to do a lot better with these ships. So I'm going to cut it off here. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you're having a good night, and I will talk to you later.